I went years using my NVIDIA GeForce 645, which could play some games, but mostly at low resolution. I wanted to get something newer and had settled on the 1050Ti, then I saw this one. It was a generation newer and simply made sense. I have played Trials Rising, BeamNG Drive, Wreckfest, Alien Isolation, Trailmakers, and Destiny 2 all at highest settings and they look and perform fantastic. Since I was not looking to get into ultra-realistic real-time stuff, I did not need to move up to current generation cards like 2080s, etc. This suits my needs perfectly. It can do VR as well as multiple monitor display for games that support it. A couple of things to note for anyone thinking about purchasing this card. 1. It does not have a DVI port, that was my main connector to my monitor with the previous card, but instead has DisplayPort 1, 4A, and 2 HDMI ports. So if your monitor does not support these, you will need an adapter or a new monitor, more likely. Since DP is the best apparently, too, this card does not require dedicated power supply. In fact, I do not see a place to add power directly to this thing, and it seems to work perfectly fine with my stock 255-watt PSU. I have purchased a 500W PSU, but mostly because I got a good deal on it. 4. I was running games at their highest level and I can only assume the fans are working because the graphics never wavered, but I also never heard the fans, which might simply mean the fans are ultra quiet. This is a decent card for old HP, Dell pre-built PC because it doesn't require 6-pin power connector to run it. The temp is really good and stay at 58 degrees in games. Others compare this with RX 570 and said this is trash. However, consider this card only take power from PC slot and you can play game on high to max for most game is still good even though the price is higher than RX 570. For the same dollar, you can get some cards that perform better, but that doesn't mean this card doesn't have its place. And for me, this was worth the money. I love silent electronics and this one is dead silent most of the time. Under load I can barely hear it. Also under load temps never, rarely, go up from 65°C, 149°F, which is a perfectly comfortable operation temperature, and the fact that you don't need to plug any power connectors to run it means that almost any power supply should work. If you game on 1080p, this card should be sufficient for almost every title. The most demanding ones might require you to tweak some parameters if you want a steady 60 FPS though. Added to a store-bought HP Pavilion 590p0086 and it works perfectly. Plays all games at very high with plenty of power and headroom at 1080p. 60 FPS is no problem with any new games. G-Sync works amazingly well with the LG G-Sync monitor this is connected to. For 1080p you don't need more than this. Put this in the kid's second PC and never have any problems. Click link in description for more reviews.